Pardon me. Right, today we're going to make the world's bestest everest sandwich. And then what it is an egg, crisp and cheese sandwich. And here are the ingredients. First of all, you need some crisps. The cheapest crisps you can buy. These are £1 for 6 packets. I'm not going to use salt and vinegar. I'm using cheese and onion and ready salted. Because cheese and onion should be green, have a green packet, and salt and vinegar should be blue. Whoever decided to change it after all these years ought to be shot when the revolution comes. Then you want 4 slices of cheese. Oh, there's 5 there. Ooh, I was never any good at maths. There we go. I've done what's called a subtraction. 5 minus 1 equals 4. Yes, get in there, Andy. You don't actually want good quality cheese, you want cheap cheese again. In fact, so cheap they can't even call it cheese slices. They have to call it cheese-like slices. Which these were 85p for 10. Oh, for 15. Yeah, 85p for 15. Whew. Then you want some cheap bread, 75p. Thick, toasty. This stuff's as soft as anything. You want it soft. Everything's got to be soft apart from, well, obviously the crisps. Which are crisp, not soft. Hence the name. Yeah, usually salt and vinegar crisp. Anyway. And finally, you want some free-range, free-to-roam eggs, because we like our hens to be happy. So they're quite expensive. They're £2.90 divided by 6 times by 4. So 2/3 £2.90. So about £2. Right. And then finally, you want some very cheap margarine, as soft as possible. Want everything's soft. I've got baking spread here because it's cheap, but they don't put as much water in as the really cheap stuff. Really cheap stuff, it's nearly all water. That's got not as much water, 70% normal rapeseed oil and whatever. So I don't think everyone knows how to make a sandwich, but I will go over that step just in case you don't know. You might work at Butlins in the cafe, for instance. You won't know how to make a sandwich. Good job, my daughter's not going to be watching this. She works somewhere that can't be named in the cafe in Bognor Regis. Oh dear, right, where are we going? Oh, I've got to show everyone how to make a sandwich. Well, what we need is bread, and what we do is we layer it. So the sandwich is made by layers of bread with these other ingredients between the 2 layers of bread. Don't put all the stuff on top of the 2 pieces of bread, it goes in the middle. Anyway, I'll show you that in a minute if it doesn't make sense, because a video is worth 1,000 words, which I've just about said by now, haven't I? 1,000 words in a video. So that's 2,000 words. 1,000 I've talked and 1,000 for the video. So 2,000 words. You're not even being charged for this. Right, so I think I might have a beer. It's thirsty work, all this cooking. Right, I've got my tripod out. That's not a euphemism. I actually got my tripod out. I'm going to show you my utensils for today's operation. Obviously we have a frying pan for the eggs. We have a plate to serve our sandwiches on. A knife for spreading the margarine. A big knife for cutting the sandwiches into triangles. A plastic spatula for the eggs in the pan. And a bottle of wine and a wine glass. That doesn't go in the meal, it goes in the chef. Right, so let's get the ingredients out and make one of these bad boys. What I like to do is I do it in the following order. I butter my bread, I put the crisps on, and I pat down the bread to make the crisps go. I'll show you that in a minute. Then I put a cheese slice on the other slice of bread. I fry my egg, then put the egg in the middle. Then I fold it over and cut it into triangles. Because sandwiches are always best with triangles, not oblongs or rectangles. They taste better that way. So that's the instructions. That's what we're going to follow. Right, let me get my bread out. Right, first stage of making the sandwich is to get 2 slices of bread out of the packet. You've noticed that I've thrown away the end piece, the crust as they call it, because that's the devil's work. You don't want that with a soft sandwich. You want something nice and dimple, 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 softer. Yes, you do. So you throw the bread out to the birds, the crusty bit. Then you put your bread away. And what we need to do now is we need to spread some margarine on it. So you can get margarine out. I'm using the non-sharp knife. A nice thick coating because we want our crisps to stick, don't we? Oh yes. On both sides. You don't want to just do one side. Oh, look at that, unctuous. Oh, I can feel the way that the bread's deforming under my knife. It's so soft. As I spread on the glorious margarine. Get to the edges. If you didn't do that, it's a rookie mistake, as Chud's Barbecue would say. There we go. I'm pleased with that. It's looking good already. Right, so next stage is the cheese. That's a Spitfire. I've got a Spitfire flying overhead. Probably doing a barrel roll after seeing my sandwich. Right, so a slice of cheese, or in this case, cheese-like slice, as it's not that much cheese in it. And I had a bit of a brainwave. You know, remember earlier I had 5 pieces of cheese for 4 sandwiches. Well, I can cut that. If I put that to the edge rather than the middle, I've already cut that extra one into half, so I can put that there so it covers the whole piece of bread. That might be the difference between 2 stars and 3 stars. Michelin wise for Chez Andy. Oh, I can see a jackdaw looking at my crusty bread out there. My crust. Off he goes. Not with the whole slice, of course. No, right, anyway. Oof. Oh, I'm getting thirsty all this time. I'm going to pour myself a little tipple. The finest. Where's it from? Greenland? Well, it is called Greenland, isn't it? Probably full of vines. Alright, let's see what the bouquet is like. Oh, no wonder my nose is running. Oh, smooth. Smooth. Right, where was I? I'm getting distracted. Right, so we've done that stage. Let's go for the crisps. Now, this is where you have to be delicate, because we don't want crisps everywhere. We want it right in the middle. Now, do you tip them out or do you just place them on? Well, I'm going to tip them out because I'm living life on the edge. YOLO, as people in Gen, what are they called? What's that generation don't know anything? Gen Y, that's the one. Look at that. Oh. Now this is where the butter helps, you see. Oh, a crescent of crisps. You don't want a crescent of crisps on your plate. Oh no, unless you've got a big plate, of course, like Alan. I know only one person will get that joke who's watching this. Mainly because there's only that one person watching my YouTube. I did prompt him earlier, so you've got to watch that bloody video. You've got to make me a millionaire. And don't forget to subscribe and to like. Right, so what the first stage is, we have to crunch that all down. No way can you put an egg on that without it. There's some sort of a crisp avalanche. So what you do, Andy's top tip, put that on. You don't do it too much because remember we want soft bread. Oh! As my GoPro tries to commit suicide. Oh. And just like that, we're back. As Chud's Barbecue will say. Right, good. Anyway, I'm going to do it handheld now. Fucking tripods, who get them out? God pay good money for that. Well, I need a drink now. Just the stress levels going through the roof. There's my loaf out there, my bread. Oh, can you see it? It's in the middle of the lawn. Not sign of Percy yet, and his deformed beak. Right, don't show him the dirty kitchen, Andy. Or if you do, move it around quick. Oh, that went down. That's lovely. Right, so we got that bit. It'll sit in there. And then we're going to do our fried egg. Let's do this one-handed. Can I crack an egg one-handed? It doesn't matter if it breaks. It's alright if it breaks. We don't want yolks flying everywhere. Or do we? I don't know. I might... Anyway, well, you need to turn the gas on first. You hear a whooshing sound, that means it's on. Look, it's on. And we need to put some oil in there. I like to use not too much oil. It is non-stick after all. There is a technical amount of oil you should use for an egg, so you can ladle it over the top so the yolk is actually cooked properly. But I'm not going to do that. What I am going to do now is crack my egg. No, I won't crack my egg. I'll wait to warm up and then I'll crack the egg and put it in. And then we whip it back. I can't do that one-handed. Oh, can I do it one-handed? Shall I risk it? Oh no, everyone knows how to crack an egg. Or even in Bognor Regis. Yeah, alright. Oh, I don't know. No, I'll do that bit first. And there we go, a cracked egg. I used the knife that I said I would. Another top tip for you, if you want to add more than one egg in the pan at one go, crack them, then just like lay them like that on the egg carton so that all the white doesn't run out, but you've got them all cracked, so when you do put them in the pan, you don't spend time cracking them because they want to be cut more before the others. This way, if you crack them all first and just prop them around, I've only done one for the moment, but you could do all four, pop them about so they don't roll over. You can easily transfer them in quickly. Good. And we've got a slight gradient this way, so I always put my eggs in this side so they don't run around too much. Just like Mike Reed would do with his kids, run around. Yeah, you put them in there. And how hot do you want your oil? Well, you want it so obviously it doesn't run around too much, but you don't want it so hot that it all goes brown and crispy really quick. And if you want a slow cooked egg like at McDonald's, which is like really soft and looks like one of those rubber ones, you need to use a metal ring and put it in really low. Hold the ring down when it's on a low temp and it slowly cooks it without it running everywhere. I might do one of those just for shits and giggles for my next one. Or maybe I can't be arsed after a bit of a drink. Right, anyway, I'll put this down while I crack my egg in there. Leave that bread alone, I'm watching you. And there's my egg in the pan. As you can see, I put some salt and pepper on it. When I say salt and pepper, I don't mean the 1990s female rapper duo of the same. Oi, leave it! Yeah, bad boy. Yeah, licking your lips. I told you got my eye on you. Oh, you're in disgrace. Get in that house. Oh, bad boy. I'll give him a treat in a minute, don't worry. You look at me with those puppy dog eyes. And they call this puppy love. I've actually turned the heat right down now. Like that. Because once it's in there, we don't need it too fast. So we want a nice... there we go, look at that. Look at that move around the pan. We've got that bit of still not cooked bit. So I want quite a lot of yolk. What I'll do is I'll move it over to that side and put my yolk up that so it doesn't cook as much. This bit will. And we'll do it nice and slow now. Right, in preparation, we have to move this one away onto a... Ooh! I'm running out of space. I need a bigger house. Right, let's pop that over there. Let's move that off. Ooh, it's sticking together. Good. And then what I can do is I'm going to pop the yolk, pop it on there and flip it over and then cut it. Oof! Almost ready. I'll do this one-handed with the video going. I just need some Dutch courage. Oh, lovely. Ooh. And they called it puppy love. Oh, Percy's back. I'll go and feed him. Right, my egg's ready. Oh, so in we go. We put it on the non-crisp bit. And what we do is we draw the knife across. And smear up our yolk. Like that. Oh yeah. We'll just let that coagulate. Oh God, doesn't that look good? Because the cheese isn't melted, you could try the microwave. And there we go. Obviously you don't go that way to that way. You've got to go that way to that way, because otherwise all your crisps will fall off. And the best way to do it is just to flip it like this. And there we have it. Once I've put that into half, we'll just leave that to rest 30 seconds. The pigeon buggered off as well. Wait that rest 30 seconds, then I'll give you the money shot. Ooh! Get the plate out. Ooh. I'm running out of space here. Right, I'm going to cut this without filming it. You know, everyone knows how to cut it triangular, like you do it from long corner to long corner. You don't do it that way. That would be rectangular. That is triangular. A bit of Euclidean geometry there. I could do it one-handed, couldn't I? Oh, I might use egg sandwich. Oh no, I'm going to have to put the phone down. The camera. Wow. I'm going to have to, on the video, I'm going to have to put some celebratory music on here. That bit that they play for the Olympics, was that Haydn? Yeah. You know the one they play in the Olympics when somebody's won something, a gold medal. God, it'd be a platinum medal for this, wouldn't it? Look at that. Oh, wow. Oh, a bit of... do a flyby. The eagle has landed. There we go. Oh, what's he doing now? He's giving me... the camera's gone funny. 50 seconds of, yeah, good. I like that. Will it taste any good? Oh, of course it will. It's fucking me cooking it, isn't it? Anyway, there's the world's best sandwich. Cheese, egg, crisp, cheap margarine, cheap bread. Unctuous.